Hey guys, I'm your host, Dw3iss19, and this is King of the Hill. Hey guys, as you may have noticed, it's been a while since I last did a commentary for the King of the Hill channel. And I have been planning to do this one for a while, so not a surprise that I'm really doing this commentary at the moment, at least to me. And pretty interesting series we have in our hands today. As you may have noticed, the intro used for this video was games mainly consisting of stuff from TuttleFamily, and I needed to borrow his intro because I didn't have one prepared for Season 7. And yeah, so thank you to him for that, and yeah, pretty good intro nonetheless. This is pretty cool because this is the first series we have for Random King of the Hill, which was introduced recently, of course, since it is Season 7. And this is actually a King series in which Daniel, which you should all be familiar with at this by now, is the king, and TuttleFamily is the challenger. So they had to select 6 random towers, So what I have here for game 1, they have Ninja, Monkey Buccaneer, Wizard, Village, Farm, and Ace. So as you can see, TuttleFamily elected to not have the Wizard or the Village, probably relying on the fact that they can use boats and I would say boats and aces for camo detection. Aces mainly probably for round 13, and neither player is probably going to expect to get very far past that, so that is not surprising to me. Since both players obviously have a good judgment of what they want to use from the random towers, you could probably expect them to use the same sort of towers. So, I mean, they even started off with the farms and whatnot. As you can see, TuttleFamily being a bit more aggressive, sending pinks. I don't think he's actually worrying about about the lives or anything, because the lives are obviously not going to matter, because there's no way that with the tower selection they have here, they're going to get to round 40. I'm guessing he just wanted to have Daniel spend extra money. Obviously get him to league a bit more in case he wants to rush later, and have Daniel spend extra money on that second boat you can see there. Meanwhile, Daniel's actually being a bit more relentless with the pinks, forcing TuttleFamily to also get up an extra boat, and he also upgraded to the extra speed on one of the boats. That may have been accidental, but I mean, it's not like a really bad thing or anything. I mean, extra speed on the boat is useful. So being the fact that they're using towers that they're not usually accustomed to using, in the sense that they are still farming on Water Hazard. And I forgot to mention that Water Hazard being the starting map for Random King of the Hill, so you guys don't have to see any more of this ice flow garbage, or not as the starting map. You don't need to see any more of Hydro abuse, because I don't know why I even want to choose Random and Hydro. That's just pretty bad altogether. But you never know, this could happen in the series. I forgot where I was going. Okay, well, I'll just switch gears here. Both players with actually terrible economy. Actually, TuttleFamily has worse economy than Daniel. But as you can see, Daniel spent a lot less money on his defense. Looks like TuttleFamily's going to stay up for a rush here. He's going to rush with Rigo Yellows. Oh, no, just going to go with Rigo Blacks mixed with Rigo Yellows. Oh, he's sending a lot of Rigo Yellows. He's definitely looking to make Daniel leak quite a bit. Maybe even kill him. He's actually looking to go for an all-out rush here. Daniel gets up the cannon ships. He's got 2 cannon ships. Looks like the Yellows are just running right through his defense. Wow, apparently he's defending this much better than expected. Only leaking 43 lives. I could have swore I saw definitely more than 100 lives leaked, and that is all of TuttleFamily's money. Daniel calling for the GG. Of course, TuttleFamily has no way of winning. Going with calling him a scrub with the commanding game on win, as you can see here. TuttleFamily is not going to surrender. Probably going to go for one last attempt at a rush, or is he actually just looking to build more defense? Daniel just selling yellows just to kill him. TuttleFamily is looking to send a last little regrow pink rush, which will do absolutely nothing. It's too small, and that is going to be the GG. Rather unfortunate for TuttleFamily to have died. No, not have died. To have sent such a large regrow yellow rush that was rather ineffective. Daniel being completely prepared, and the thing about sending a rush like that is you have to consider the fact that he had farms and that cannon ships do have decent popping power, enough to deal with regrow yellows and group balloons in general. TuttleFamily completely overlooking that. Probably could have waited. If I were him, I would have waited a lot longer and maybe attacked him with camos. But, you know, he decided not to, and that's going to be one up for Daniel. We will see what TuttleFamily chooses for Game 2. And for Game 2, looks like TuttleFamily has selected, Plutonium Mines. Completely forgot to cut out the tower selection there. You got to see what he chose there. For Game 2, they had the options of Spike Factory, Dartling. Apparently you get to choose 6 towers for this. For this game, they chose 7 for unknown reason to me. But yeah, they got to choose between Spike Factory, Dartling Gun, Monkey Buccaneer, Dart Monkey, Mortar, Bomb, and Ninja. Yeah, Bomb Tower is in cannon, and Ninja. So obviously, 3 of those 4 towers they are obviously very comfortable with. Dartling being a tower used more in the past. So in reality, what you should be able to expect is that both players can defend at least up until round 8 extremely well. No, more than round 8. Because actually no, at least round 8, because you know, there's the strategies going around where people use tack on this map, and you have mortar, cannon, and ninja, and you can use those to defend everything up to the regrows, and then you would switch attack, and you'd be able to defend from a while on from there. So, as you can see there, neither player is obviously going to leak early, being that they have their bombs in the same spots, ninjas in generally the same spots. You know, it's kind of one of the things that surprised me about this map is that even though it's so long, not only is it rather hard to defend a few of the things, it's and maintain no lives lost, you don't get as much economy as you would expect. And this was one of those maps in the past where it was really easy to defend everything. You would get like one of those maps where if a person selects it against you, you're just like, oh my goodness, what a waste of time. We can call a draw easily on like round 13 or something like that. But that's not really the case anymore. Especially in Random King of the Hill, you could probably never expect a draw, because unless both players get like Ice, Ninja, and Mortar on their tower selection, which would be extremely rare, and I don't think that actually that's going to happen in this series. You know, you can never expect a draw. So yeah, in this case, it looks like TuttleFamily's saying a few picks. Those are good actually. In reality, like I said before, I believe I said before, trying to get your opponent to leak in this would be pointless. Getting to round 40, I don't know if I keep saying 38, getting to round 40 in Random King of the Hill is completely pointless. You don't want to leak to the point where, you know, you're leaking so much that you have to worry about lives, but it's not like you aren't worrying about lives in the sense that like going late game would be a problem. It's in the sense that if a person sends a rush and you don't have enough to defend, and you're just like a bit short on a certain rush, that you would die to it because of that. Like, let's say you had 70 lives and you leak like maybe 90 to like some sort of BFE or something like that. That happens to happen to you. Then you want to avoid that in that case. But yeah, okay. TuttleFamily looking to get Dartling Gun up for the blacks. We'll see if Daniel's going to look to upgrade his ninjas, because he's not have a Dartling Gun up at the moment. I'm completely ignoring whatever they're saying, so if they're saying something that I'm completely missing, I apologize. I'll try and pay attention more to what they're saying. Both players are going with Regrow blacks. Daniel is definitely, I don't think he has enough defense to completely defend Regrow blacks, but TuttleFamily is not taking advantage of that whatsoever. And it looks like he's kind of leaking. Is he leaking? Is he leaking? Yeah, that's a bit of leak. Oh my goodness, leaked a full black. Okay, no, he's leaking quite a bit. But clearly that's not yeah, of course, he's noticing that. He shrugged that off. It's not much of a problem in the league. In terms of right now, and now he's looking to upgrade. Now he's looking to upgrade the ninja. What was he doing at the beginning of round 8? Whatever, you know, that's fine. Of course, both players are. It's really important that you get your mortar to 0-2 or 1-2. I mean, for round 10, because Rego leads could actually be pretty bad on this map. So, actually, yeah, in general, but with the strategies that they're using, those towers, Rego leads could be pretty deadly. So, yeah, Daniel has 620 economy, obviously because he has less lives and he was a lot lazier on round 8, he's able to have more economy. It looks like Daniel's probably going to select 4-0 cannon for a rod defense, and TuttleFamily is probably going to look for his 4-0 cannon. Looks like he's, or maybe, yeah, he's looking to go, sabotage. Okay, so he buys a sabotage. Daniel sends some non-regrow rainbows. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. He stalls all his towers, actually, so he's going to go for the full-out rush. So we'll see who's going to die here first. Daniel's definitely not going to die this round or the next round, since TuttleFamily is definitely forced to defend. He definitely does not. He gets a laser cannon up, but he is not minding the Bloons that are just running through his defense, and that is just not enough, as he has caused the Bloons to regrow way too much, and that is going to be the GG. One Dartling gun not being enough to defend such a large regrow rainbow rush. Daniel wisely, I don't know if he used the sabotage before that, but he was not going to die to the AIs before that rush was able to go to completion. And right now, Daniel's making all the wise choices in terms of rushing and defending, clearly proving why he is the king of randomization. I don't know how many players were in randomization at this time, but regardless, he is leading a very commanding 2-0 lead versus TuttleFamily's challenger. Once again, TuttleFamily is going to select what map they're going to be playing on next. We will see what he chooses for Game 3. So, Game 3 here, appears that TuttleFamily has selected cards. Now, they have glue gunners here, but I really doubt, as you can see, TuttleFamily is not using it. He's on 2-0, so I don't think he wants to play any games that he's using. So they have the options of Glue Gunner, Boomer, Monkey Village, Bomb Tower, Ninja Monkey, and Tack Shooter. So as you can see, TuttleFamily choosing the most viable towers to win, being that three of those 4 towers, not including Ninja Village, is one of the it's part of strats that people used to use before Ice was the main, tower used on cards and most maps in general. So, for some reason, that is going to baffle me. Is completely baffling me here. Neither player is starting with cannon. Now the thing is, I know it's been a while since people have really used cannon on this map, since Ice is much better, but there is a strat in which people still use it, of course, in which you use cannon closer to where the player sent balloons and the AI balloons intersect, and you'd place a 3-0 cannon there and have another ninja as some sort of extra defense, just in case things run by, which does happen quite often. So for some reason, Daniel is going for a 3-0 ninja. I don't know if that's more cost effective, but he goes for that. Definitely has not very much economy right now. And TuttleFamily going with kind of a spread out defense, something that you'd expect more on old Zen strategies, but I guess that just appears to fail completely. Actually, no, it is not failing completely to layer. Oh no, it's not doing too great to layering. And yeah, he is forced to build. I don't know why he's building about more defense. It's not like he has to worry too much about lives right now. And Daniel is just living off of one 3-0 ninja, and because TuttleFamily does not have enough economy to go with, enough economy or money to go with some sort of layering, he is not able to exploit the fact that Daniel only has a 3-1 ninja to defend the grouped blues, which is probably not enough pocket power, maybe in the sense because he's not able to send enough, but Daniel getting an extra 3-0 cannon, tack shooter up there just to defend the blacks, probably a bit extra, and TuttleFamily getting the extra tack shooter to defend the Ring of Fire, actually, to defend the blacks, and probably the regrow balloons through round 8, actually probably be able to defend all the way through to round 11-ish for when he's gonna have to start worrying about camo. As you can see, he has absolutely atrocious economy, and Daniel is very much under defending. I didn't even notice he got that extra ninja up there, probably to make sure that the blacks are pinks or whatever by the time they reach the ninjas and the 3-1 ninja and the tack shooter. I don't know if that was really I don't know why he would do that. Actually, no, probably defends a bit better, but I don't know. I don't think there's much point in doing that, but whatever. Both players saving up their money here. TuttleFamily with 450 economy, probably trying to make sure he is able to afford the ninja the village for round 12 without any worries, so that Daniel cannot exploit that fact that he does not have enough money for camo. And Daniel's still going with economy. He sold his ninja. He has more money spent on defense, potentially more economy. I don't know how he's managed to work that out, but that's pretty good for him. So TuttleFamily going with the village already, saving up his money. Probably going to have an extra ninja just in case Daniel decides to send sort of camo picks or something like that. Now we'll see here. Now see, TuttleFamily is trying to play it off as if he doesn't have enough money for his camo, when he really does. So he wants Daniel to spend extra money on his camo. As you can see, he's not upgrading his village, even though he clearly has enough money. Daniel just quickly testing him with one regrow camo rainbow, which caused them to leak quite a bit. And Daniel was actually forced to sell his ninja to get the camo detection there. Probably more than enough money to have for what he did. So TuttleFamily is actually going for an all-out regrow rush because he knows the Ring of Fire is not enough to defend. Daniel's selling that. He's going to get the Blade Mash him up, completely demolishes that extremely small regrow rainbow rush. Is he going to have enough money for tack shooter? He does. He's able to defend, and he sends Groot Pinks at TuttleFamily. That is going to be the GG. Once again, Daniel, pretty quick hands there for one. Able to defend, to bait TuttleFamily to send the camos, and defend nearly everything that TuttleFamily sends. Destroy the regrow rainbow rush completely, and then kill TuttleFamily with whatever money he had left to defend the camo pinks. So well done by him. TuttleFamily once again having to sell everything sell a few things to send that rush. If he was able to sell that village and get like some sort of Ring of Fire up, he would have had much of a chance, but that was not enough time to think there. Going right into game 4 here. I apologize, too much talking. TuttleFamily up 3-0. Of course, he gets to select game 4. He chooses Hydro Dam. Just as I said, no one would ever choose Hydro Dam for a King of the Hill series randomization. He goes ahead and chooses it. So here they have Mortar. At least they have one tower they are comfortable with. Actually, no, it's a few here. They have Mortar, Glue Gunner, Monkey Buccaneer, Boomer, Spike Factory, and Ninja. So they, without even looking at what they're using, you can already tell what they've been using here, as they should be very comfortable with a few of those towers. Most players are very comfortable with not using the what's it called, cannon for Moabs and such. So you would probably not expect either player to go too far past round 18, but it is possible, I believe, to pop the Moabs with just boats, with just grape shots and a few ninja spams or whatever. But I don't think it's going to go that far. Maybe Rod might be effective or something along those lines. We will see. But of course, with the fact that they have Ninja and Mortar, they should be very comfortable defending the first few rounds, at least up until, give or take, round 10 or so, assuming they have enough defense to defend round 8. So both players going with some quick camo pinks. Of course, they're going to have to rely mainly on Blue economy, so it's not like they're going to stop with these anytime soon. They're going to have to keep being relentless, kind of attacking each other with the Bloons. In this case, if they're able to get a lot of lives off the other player, it's going to be a lot easier for the rushing. But yeah, as I said before, since they both have the best judgment of what towers they could use of the selection of towers they had, you could expect both players to know what either player is using. And yeah, what is TuttleFamily here saying? I forgot I didn't have farm. Oh yeah, so I think he was sending more than enough pinks because he thought he would be able to upgrade or build a farm after that, because he's so accustomed to using those towers that he just wasn't thinking too much there. As you can see, Daniel's saying that it's pretty awkward with the amount of economy to go, because of course you normally have farm here, but at least you can be say you're at least somewhat comfortable until certain rounds defending. Both players, of course, going to get their 0-2 mortars or 1-2 mortars up to this point. Will TuttleFamily leak a bit more to these blocks? Actually, nothing significant, of course, because he does get his 3-1 ninja in time. So, while they're defending here, I guess it'd be pretty interesting to see how if TuttleFamily can make a comeback here. As you can see, Daniel actually has had a very commanding 3-0 lead, completely outplaying TuttleFamily in each game played. TuttleFamily just not playing correctly, sending the right rushes. Daniel just being prepared for everything that he's prepared to send. Wow, TuttleFamily does not have enough money to defend. Oh my goodness. Did he go too much economy? Is 478 economy really too much? Yeah, so we'll see if Daniel's going to look to exploit that with some quick regrow whites. No, Daniel doesn't have enough defense either, so we'll see if TuttleFamily actually goes for selling here too. Will he? No. Oh no, Daniel does get enough money for his 3-0 ninja. Ninja boomerang before TuttleFamily actually gets a chance to send anything here. And yeah, like I was saying before, it'd be very interesting to see what kind of game plan TuttleFamily has from here on, because seeing as how aggression hasn't worked too much, a bit better than his trying to defend, we'll see what he decides to do here. Stopping at 500 economy, that's a very safe number. I wouldn't go any more economy until after round round 15. Selling the boomer there to replace it. Daniel, not very much defense at all. That's enough to defend. Probably enough to defend regrow rainbows. Not like the grouped ones, but just the spaced ones. So he's not looking to get more defense there. Probably try to bait TuttleFamily into sending another rush. As you can see, neither player having upgraded their boomerangs. TuttleFamily there with enough money to send a second, to build a second 3-0 boomerang. But he goes for a small regrow rainbow rush here. That does absolutely nothing, as Daniel has appeared to have baited him very nicely with the showing that he does not have enough money for the regrow and for the ricochet. And Daniel going here with a small rush of small camo exploit and some regrow rainbows. No, regrow zebras. Okay, TuttleFamily selling everything here. We'll see if Daniel can take advantage of this. He's going for regrow rainbows here. Regrow ceramics. Daniel is now forced to defend for sure. He sells his boomerang to get the 4-2 ninja. We'll see if that does anything. It looks like everything is running right through his defense, and then he decides to send some regrow ceramics, but it's way too late. GG. TuttleFamily finally choosing the correct rush to send. Was it very risky? Yes, it was, because as you had noticed, he sold the his defense very soon, and Daniel, being completely oblivious at that moment, he did not acknowledge that and was thinking right away to defend as soon as he probably heard the selling sounds, and did not look at his opponent's side. Could have easily got the 4-0 victory there, but he did not. TuttleFamily avoids a sweep, as you know, of course, because it's King of the Hill video channel, and then a video on King of the Hill channel. Of course, it's not going to be a sweep, but he avoids sweep completely. So there's 3-1 to Daniel. We will see what he chooses for Game 5. So Game 5 here, Daniel chooses what is this? A game, and this is interesting. Okay, this is pretty cool. So they have the selection of Glue Gunner, Banana Farm, Super Monkey, Boomer, Tack Shooter, and Monkey Ace. So, oh, is that frozen? Oh, well, that's awkward. Oh, no, Daniel probably just taking a little longer to choose the towers there. So the reason I say that this is interesting is because since A Game came out, the only thing you could use effectively on A Game was by far ice shredding. Now, both players electing to go with an A start here. Regardless, I will see how they defend round 4 if they even get to round 5, being that they're going to have to use some sort of ace spam, because Boomer would just get throttled horribly by pinks. unless you have 3-0, it would still get throttled. And Tack Shooter would does not have enough popping power, and Bloons can easily run through it, as you notice in the order. Both players going with the same start. So they're probably looking to have the Tack Shooter as their main popping power for the pinks, and then have the ace, probably more than one ace, to deal with the group balloon, which is really unfortunate. They have to use ace to pop group balloons. But they do. Very similar strats, of course. Going with some some space blues. Terrible for economy. Terrible for everything, in fact. They're a very pointless balloon to send, but in this case, they have to send these because they don't want to spend too much money on the group balloons, I guess. Daniel going with an extra boomer up there. Okay, why is neither player sending pinks? Yeah, okay, there you go. So this is where you just start spamming pinks, annihilating the other player with pinks. As you can see, the 3-0 Tack Shooter actually holds up pretty nicely. Enough, we'll see, actually, so Daniel's looking to build some extra boomers to get the catch the stray balloons, because the Tack Shooter is definitely enough to handle the pinks. So he is not leaking much, and he is not taking advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily still does not have. Yeah, okay, no. So now he's going to send some pinks. Before he was not taking advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily did not have enough defense to defend pinks, but it appears here that for some reason these random aces are more than enough. Maybe because they're just well timed in terms of the way they're circling the air there. That they can defend the pinks perfectly, enough for him not have to build too much extra defense. Of course, he's going to have to build this extra defense for the sake of the blanks on round 6. Very interesting to see how they're going to defend round 8, because Ring of Fire is actually really bad here. I can't even imagine it being much better than the 3-0 Tack Shooter. Maybe just because of the popping power, but I mean, even against pinks it wouldn't have been much better. We'll see here. No, TuttleFamily is completely defending the blacks just fine, and he is not taking advantage of what Daniel has at all. So Daniel is probably, actually no, I'm not saying just Daniel. Both players are probably looking to get mainly blue economy, because they can't even afford to build farms. TuttleFamily is just going with a lot more defense. As you can see, this horrendously bad economy of 340, nightmare economy on round 7. Forced to deal with that, because that is random killing a hill for you. Being forced to defend with very bad towers, and see how you can do with those. But I've heard that it's a lot more fun to play this way, because you don't have to use these same old ice tower strats and such. And yeah. Okay, so he's selling that for the Ring of Fire. Is he gonna get? Look at these aces doing perfectly. Once again, TuttleFamily is just not going with any sort of economy. And Daniel sending the regrow whites. He does not have enough money to defend anything. But TuttleFamily's economy is so bad that he cannot even come close to taking advantage of the fact that he has down does not have enough defense. In that case, and Daniel gets up his he gets up his Ring of Fire. Both players are gonna look to get some deal with camo. As you can see here, Tuttle has to rely on aces for camo lead popping power, and he should be fairly fine against the regrow Zebras. Maybe. I'm not saying he will or will not be, but he's definitely gonna have some trouble with the regrow leads. And you can actually fake out your opponent by just upgrading to the pineapples, and then the opponent might think it looks just like the camo detection one, right? Okay, so TuttleFam is actually looking to sell all his major defense to go with some camo regrow Zebras. Daniel electing to go with just a 0-3 ace to defend that. Builds another 0-3 ace, but that is definitely not enough to defend, as he built that way too late. GG. TuttleFamily being aggressive later on in the game, as Daniel was looking to make TuttleFamily leak way earlier, opting to send small rushes that were very ineffective, and TuttleFamily probably just planning to do this the whole time, because he knows, as you can see, he even had the camo leads prepared there, because he knew that Daniel did not have enough to defend the the camo leads. As you can see, the towers here are not even able to defend the camo leads, and he completely takes advantage of that. Even though he didn't use the camo leads, he had camo Zebras there to defend. Well done to him. 3-2 to Daniel. We will see what he chooses for game 6. Once again, running into the next game. Daniel chooses pools. So wow, we're going to see some random on pools. if there's one thing worse than random on Hydro, it may be debatable that random on Pools is worse. Quite debatable. So we'll see here. So what do they have to select from? First tower, there's no way in hell they're going to use it. So they have Super Monkey, not going to be used for sure. Glue Gunner, Mortar, Tack Shooter, Village, and Dartling Gun. So the first thing I want to say right off the bat is, since they have Mortar and Village in here, if you had the option to choose between Mortar and Village, you would not go with Mortar. So, you would not go with Village. You would obviously go with Mortar, because you'd be not very intelligent if you went with Village for unknown reasons. Because you would have bad economy. In this case, you'd have horrible economy, and not be able to defend very well at all. Oh my god, I can't even imagine the horribleness of using Village on this map. So, TuttleFamily obviously goes with Mortar, Dartling Gun, and Glue Gunner, because he will not be able to find any use in Super Monkey, and the Village is pointless, as I just said. So, it appears that TuttleFamily has actually selected a better way of defending the AI balloons. So, he's opting to build 2 3-0 attack shooters. Oh wow, just barely short there on one less red cent. Probably wouldn't be able to afford that. Yeah, so he opts to select to build 2 3-0 attack shooters to defend the AI balloons. Probably gonna have to look to get some more range. Oh no, looks like he's defending that perfectly. To defend the AI balloons, while Daniel was going with a 3-0 attack shooter and a mortar. So he's definitely gonna leak a lot more to the AI. But he's probably not going to have as many problems with the layering. So, TuttleFamily actually doing surprisingly well with his defense. Oh, see, noticing that this is a bad idea, he's actually having to build extra defense. Still spent less defense on his money on his defense than Tuttle has. However, he is down on lives quite significantly here, 25 lives. And on Pools, it's really easy to kill the person, especially since they don't have any sort of great towers to defend with. Very easy to kill the person early on. Both players stopping their defense at 307. How unfortunate is that? I wonder if their defense is even going to be enough to defend the Blacks. Okay, so TuttleFamily opting to go with a what's it called? A Ring of Fire. So that's going to probably be able to enough to defend one side of the AI balloons and maybe some Blacks. But that's definitely going to have him leak a bit to the other side's AI balloons, as you can see there. He is opting to send some Blacks to Daniel. Daniel did not get his defense up in time, so he is leaking quite a lot to those Blacks. Having a micro is more to defend any sort of stray balloons. Still having to defend stray balloons. Still defending stray balloons? Oh my goodness. Terrible. Oh god, terrible. Why is he taking advantage of the fact that TuttleFamily had a worse defense than him? No, he does not take advantage of that. How terrible. That is very unfortunate for him. The TuttleFamily, having spent a bit of money on those Blacks. Look at that horrible economy there. A little better than you might have get with farms. But whatever. Having enough defense probably to defend round 8 here. Once again, Daniel with less defense. We'll see if TuttleFamily can quickly take advantage of that, get Daniel to leak a bit more lives there. I guess not. Daniel still not having enough defense for AI balloons there. Having the micro is more there. And TuttleFamily being completely safe from everything. Wow, okay, that's a very awkward spot to build a attack shooter. That will clearly only affect the AI balloons. However, those AI balloons will probably not be anywhere near as much of a problem. We'll see if he can actually place his mortar in a spot where it can actually deal with both sides. And maybe I think if you get big blasts, you can probably hit both sides of the AI balloons, but have some problems with the camos. I don't know if he's going to want to do that or not. So it appears that he's able to defend the AI balloons quite well. Daniel having some problem with those. Tuttle quickly going with some Regal Less to get Daniel to leak a bit more. Will those do damage? Oh my goodness, he's being relentless with the balloon sending. And the thing is, it's not like Daniel can send anything back. Tuttle has his camo detection in time, and he has enough defense to defend everything. So he's completely dominating Daniel in nearly every aspect in this game. I don't know what Daniel's economy is, but it cannot be too great. So he's down to 6 lives, so he has to worry a lot about his AI, about the AI balloons here. And TuttleFamily here having what is he going to do here? Okay, so Daniel's actually going with the rush here, a very small regrow rainbow rush, and then he dies to the AI. Wow, okay, that was terrible. Since a really small regrow rainbow rush, and then dies horribly to the AI balloons. He probably could not have defended regardless. But that is too bad. Always bad to see the people die to AI Bloons, not an actual attack from another player. But regardless, just not enough towers to defend the AI Bloons, and he dies to those. TuttleFamily going with some excellent playing here. Brings it back from 3-0 to 3-3 off some terrible playing by Danny, but also some excellent playing by himself. And we will see what Daniel chooses for Game 7. Once again, for the third time, even the fourth time, I run right into the next game through my little transition commentary. But as you can see, for Game 7, Daniel chooses an old favorite. Some would call it favorite, some will not. He chooses Ice Flow. As you can see, TuttleFamily's towers there. They had the options of Monkey Apprentice, Village, Farm, Spike Factory, Dart Monkey, and Ninja. I actually might write a comment of what the towers they got to choose, because I may be speaking too fast. I am not sure. I will probably try and do that in case people do not understand what towers they got to choose from. As you can see here, Village once again being pointless. So Village only being used on the one map where they were supposed to use it to defend Camo Bloons. Both players opting to go with Ninja as their main popping power. Probably going to have some sort of upgraded wizard in the back to defend the group balloons. Yeah, of course, you're probably going to have a fireball wizard up there. Oh, no, he's going to go, TuttleFamily is going with, Ninja is Daniel going with the same. TuttleFamily stopped his comment way earlier, so Daniel was able to send more balloons there. And both with the same defense. Daniel probably with a slight advantage on economy. TuttleFamily, is he going to get that? Yeah, he's probably going to look to get that apprentice up to fireball to be able to defend the group balloons. And Daniel is right away going with the pinks, which doesn't appear to be doing too much of the 3-1 ninja, as those are perfectly capable of defending pinks. It's just when you layer is when it becomes a real problem. And Daniel opting to go with the Dart Monkey, which is whiffing horribly on these pinks. No, not too horribly. Yeah, it's completely whiffing on the pinks. But the ninja is actually what's catching up. So he puts that on strong, what appears strong or last. Maybe strong? I can't really tell. Maybe strong or last. No, definitely strong. To defend the pinks and deal with some sort of layering. If you put it on last, he's definitely looking to cover the layering and have the ninja deal with the rest. Does TuttleFamily have the fire? Yeah, he has the fireball to defend the group balloons. And that's good for him. That's good. So they're both able to defend these rounds perfectly well. Of course, Daniel a bit down on lives here, maybe because he chose something that's not as great for group balloons. I'm not sure. I would have assumed that the fireball is a bit better. He's still going with some balloons here. TuttleFamily slowly softening its economy. And as you can see, these players have a lot better economy on this map, despite the fact that they have these extremely awkward defenses. And haven't you always waited for the day where someone has to seriously use Monkey Apprentice and King of the Hill? The day that no one thought would ever come. Someone uses Wizard and King of the Hill. Well, this is the day. So Daniel here going with the stopping his economy here. Both players are actually stopping their economy. It looks like Daniel is finally getting up his apprentice, while TuttleFamily is saving up his money. He looks like he's gonna. Oh, he's going for an all-out rush here of Rigo yells. Daniel's looking to defend them with a lightning wizard, which is definitely not enough power. Oh my goodness, is Daniel gonna leak? Oh my goodness, he leaks completely. That is gonna be the GG. I just need to back myself up here. Not only did TuttleFamily pull the 4-3 win over the King, this is actually something that has never happened in King of the Hill history, where the King of King of the Hill has blown a 3-0 lead, obviously losing 4 consecutive, and you are seeing this for the first time ever. This is happening on the King of the Hill channel. So this is sheer witnessing history here, as Daniel, probably the worst final stretch of games in the King of the Hill history. As you could have seen, he made some very poor choices later on. First 3 games he was playing excellent, very well, and then he could have easily gotten the steal in game 3, but he did. No, game 4, but he did not. Completely not acknowledging what TuttleFamily has in defense. As you can see, Daniel's making history for all the wrong reasons, proving that he cannot perform as you may have expected a King 2 under pressure. and rather unfortunate for him. Let's talk about how TuttleFamily, with an excellent comeback here, how I would be very stressed in the sense that you are looking at almost being blown out 4-0 in what could be 4-0 being your first King of the Hill random King of the Hill King series, which he was down 3-0, came back executed very well in the end there. And yeah, that's just very amazing playing by him. And just awful derping by Daniel. Rather unfortunate. Kind of thing that just it's just kind of awkward. It's like the amount of bad King of the Hill history that exists, being such like winless in King of the Hill and like longest losing streak in King of the Hill. This goes to the top there with just the worst derping in the history of derping, and you may be able to make a case for him that it is random King of the Hill, and it's rather hard to be able to play to the fullest of your abilities. Nonetheless, I mean, that's a 3-0 lead you're blowing, and he just messed it up horribly, and that's the case of what happened here. Rather unfortunate, but a great series we had today, guys, between two very active players in King of the Hill, in both non-random and random. Good to see that they're up on the channel. Thank you guys for watching this one. I was your host, TuttleFamily, and I hope you enjoyed the series as much as I did. I will see you guys later.